Hi, I'm Vicki Williams, and I'd like to share a story that has such a powerful message. A message I'm sure you can relate to. I don't know the people in this story, as it was relayed to me by email, and the source didn't reveal the owner of the story. But the story goes like this. John is the kind of guy that you love to hate. He's always in a good mood and always has something positive to say. When someone would ask him how he was doing, he would reply, "If I were any better, I would be twins." He was a natural motivator. If an employee was having a bad day, John was there telling the employee how to look at the positive side of the situation. Seeing this style really made me curious, so one day I went up and I asked him, "I don't get it. You can't be a positive person all the time. How do you do it?" He replied, "Each morning I wake up and I say to myself, you have two choices today. You can choose to be in a good mood or you can choose to be in a bad mood. I choose to be in a good mood. Each time something bad happens, I can choose to be a victim or I can choose to learn from it. I choose to learn from it. Every time someone comes to me complaining, I can choose to accept their complaining or I can point out the positive side of it. I choose the positive side of it." "You're right, that's not that easy," I protested. "Yes, it is," he said. "Life is all about choices. When you cut away all the junk, every situation is a choice. You choose how you react to the situation. You choose how people affect your mood. You choose to be in a good mood or a bad mood. The bottom line is it's your choice how you live your life." I reflected on what he said, and soon after I started my own business and we lost touch. But I often thought about him when I made a choice about life instead of reacting to it. Several years later, I heard that he'd been involved in a serious accident, falling from a 60-foot tower. After 18 hours of surgery and weeks of intensive care, he was released from the hospital with rods placed in his bag. I saw him about 6 months after the accident. When I asked him how he was, he replied, "If I were any better, I'd be twins. Do you want to see my scars?" I declined to see his wounds, but I did ask him what had gone through his mind as the accident took place. "The first thing that went through my mind was the well-being of my soon-to-be-born daughter," he replied. "And then after, as I lay on the ground, I remembered that I had two choices. I could choose to be alive or I could choose to die. I choose to live." "Weren't you scared? Did you lose consciousness?" I asked. He continued, "The paramedics were great. They kept telling me I was going to be fine. But when they wheeled me into emergency and I saw the expression on the faces of the doctors and nurses, I got really scared. Their eyes told me a different story. Their eyes said, 'He's a dead man.' And it was then I knew I needed to take action." "What did you do?" I asked. "Well, there was this big burly nurse shouting questions at me. 'John,' she asked, 'are you allergic to anything?' 'Yes,' I replied. The doctors and nurses all stopped working as they waited for my reply. I took a deep breath and I said, 'Gravity.' Over their laughter, I told them, 'I am choosing to live. Operate on me as if I am alive, not dead.' He lived thanks to the skill of his doctors, but also because of his amazing attitude. I learned from him that every day we have the chance to live fully. After all, attitude is everything. Therefore, do not worry about tomorrow, for tomorrow will worry about itself. Each day has enough trouble of its own. After all, today is the tomorrow you worried about yesterday." When I read the story, I got the powerful message of the metaphor and I wanted to share it with you. In the comments section below, tell me what this story means to you. And until the next blog, take care.